Hello there. Welcome back to grade 11 business studies. In this video, I want to look at macro environment, and we are going to start by defining what exactly do we mean by macro environment. So you'll see that the micro environment refers to the set of conditions that exist in the economy as a whole, rather than in a particular sector or industry. So we are saying factors that affect the whole economy uh, described as the micro environment. So it is the broad external environment of the business. Basically, we can just try to explain it from that point of view. And also, we can also see that a business has no control over the microenvironment. So we are saying components of the macroenvironment can never be controlled by the business. So we have to take note of that. The business has no control over factors that we see in the microenvironment. So we have got different components that fall under the microenvironment, whereby we have the social factors are being under macro environment as a component, and also have political factors as a component. We also have legal factors, economic factors, technological factors, and also physical factors also are under the macro environment. And lastly, we are going to see that the global or international environment is also part of the macro environment. So having that, we can now refer to a question that we have in particular in this for this video that is concerning the macro environment. We are given 2.2, which is read the following case study and answer the questions. So the case study reads that Tumi owns his own window cleaning company. He currently employs 15 workers who work in 3 different teams. After surfing the internet, Tumi has discovered a power spray machine that cleans the windows in half the time. He needs to change his cleaning agent from his current one is not biodegradable. Tumi will only be able to buy one machine as the exchange rate is very poor, and the product comes from the USA. So this is the case that we're given. The first part of our questions is which macro environment factor or component has had an impact on Tumi's business. So obviously, we need to find out the macro environment factor. Remember, we have tried to explain in terms of or name the components that we have under macro environment. So going to our question, if you check there which macro environment factor has an impact on Tumi's business, you can just try to see if you come from the sentence read after surfing the internet, Tumi has discovered a power spray machine that cleans the windows in half at the time. He needs to change his cleaning agent from his current biodegradable one to a new one. So the new machine, the new one is not biodegradable. Tumi will only be able to buy one machine. So basically, we've got machinery that is there. It obviously is going to describe the technological environment. We have Tumi is acquiring a more advanced machinery, so it becomes the technological environment. So we are saying 2.2.1. We have got technological environment as our response. So we are saying 2.2.1, and the response that we have is technological environment. Then we go to the next part of our question, which reads, according to the case study, identify two reasons why Tumi can only purchase one machine. So we go there and try to see what can be the reason why Tumi can only buy one machine. But if you come here, you see that from this sentence, Tumi will only be able to buy one machine as the exchange rate is very poor and the product comes from the USA. So we have the issue of the exchange rate, and the question is asking two reasons. And also, the product comes from the USA is another reason. So we have two reasons, which we have exchange rates being very poor, and also the product coming from the USA being the second reason that we have. So on our answer section, we are just going to state that. So we are now on 2.2, whereby we are saying the exchange rates the exchange rate is very poor. And then the second part is saying, and the product comes from the USA. So we can just state like that. So basically, that's what we have on 2.2.2. And we go to the next part, which is saying which macro environment factor or component has caused the impact in 2.2.2. So the impact that is have been caused by in 2.2.2, but we are seeing that the 2.2.2 is explaining the issue of exchange rates, and a poor exchange rates led to TUMI to purchase only one instead of two. So we are having that the exchange rate has actually influenced the buying behavior of TUMI. So when we have such a scenario, remember we can describe that as an economic environment. It's an economic environment. So remember, our question is asking macro environment factor. So we're saying it's an economic environment. Remember, the explanation on economic environment that we have is that it includes all the external factors that influence consumer behavior. That is the buying habits of consumers in businesses. So you are seeing that the exchange rate led to a change in the consumer behavior of TUMI by purchasing only one machinery. So basically, in that case, we are seeing that it falls under economic environment. So we are just going to state economic environment 2.2.3. We are saying economic environment. And then we try to see in terms of the next question that we have is identify the macroeconomic environment factor component that TUMI's business will have an impact on when it buys. Leader is saying the new one is not biodegradable. So that's where we have the basis. So we are saying if it's remember something which is biodegradable is something which is capable of being decomposed by bacteria or other organisms and thereby avoiding pollution. So in that case, we are saying the macroeconomic environment sector that we can pick from there, which is appropriate, is going to be the physical environment. Remember the explanation on physical environment again. When we're talking about physical environment, we are talking about issues like basically it includes land, it includes air, it also includes air, water, plants, animals, and it also goes beyond that and includes buildings and other infrastructure and all other natural resources. So basically, you are seeing that with that involvement, since we are saying it's the new one is not biodegradable, it also means it's going to affect the environment in terms of pollution. So basically, we are saying the physical environment is the one that is being affected. So we can just state as such and say a physical environment. So we are saying 2.2.4, and we are saying the response that we have is physical. Physical environment. And remember, the question goes on and say, explain your answer. So obviously, on the explanation, you are going to give the explanation that the new one is not biodegradable. So that becomes the response that we have. So the new cleaning agent is not biodegradable. That's the response that we are going to give in terms of explaining. So you're saying the new cleaning agent is not biodegradable. So basically, that's the further solution that we have in terms of the question which is saying, explain your answer. So basically, that's what we have. And I'll see that we've got a total of 4 marks on this question. And this is the end of that, of the question 2.2 that we want to look at within the context of this video. So thank you for listening, and please stay tuned for more videos to come. And let's not forget to subscribe and share. Let's share the link to our colleagues who are doing grade 11 business studies. So let's take note that more videos are going to be uploaded on this channel. More typical examination questions are going to be uploaded on this channel. So let's stay tuned. Let's get notified by subscribing and turning on the notification button so that we get notified of new uploads. Let's meet again in the next video. As for this video, I'm out.